everyone. My name is Karina. This is my blog. Obviously. Well, I haven't blogged in so long, but update. Let's see. Well, this is looking really bad. Sorry about the. It was really good before. Now it's just like it's gone. Anywho, so I got baptized at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on June 3rd, and on June 5th I got accepted Holy Ghost. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. My mom also got baptized with me, and it was wonderful. Now we're just trying to wait until one day maybe my brother gets baptized and my sister, so we can seal our family one day. Anywho, so I don't really have anything like exact to talk about, but let's see. One thing I did want to talk about was Cadet Corps. Well, I was in the program since I was in 7th grade. I'm a senior now. And I started at Riverside Prep, and I'm pretty sure I've already talked about this, but the point of talking about it is that I got so far in the program. By freshman year, I was a cadet officer, cadet second lieutenant. I went through summer camp, officer candidate school, which was pretty tough, but I did it. And the only reason why I even decided to do it was because I was dating this guy named Andrew. I'm not going to say the last name because I was dating Andrew, and I've already talked about him before on my blog. And he influenced me to do so much more in the program, and I did. I really did. And it's all because of him where I am. Well, not where I am right now, but like how I got to be who I am. And yeah, so it was because of him that I even decided to go to summer camp, because I don't like camps. I don't like being around people. I hate people. And I hate, I don't know, I just say I hate people. I don't like being around people. Like, I get so annoyed about people, like, being around me. I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird thing. But I mostly hate, like, being in a room full of a bunch of females, like I previously said, and I'm still gonna keep my statement no matter what, that I hate females. I really do, and I hate being in a room full of females, and that's why I don't like summer camp. I've only done it twice. I don't like it. I don't like it because I have to be in a room filled with females, and yeah, no. I hate it. So, anyways, enough about that. I passed, and I became a second lieutenant, and so did he, and we were both the first freshmen that became officers, because everyone else was like sophomores and juniors and seniors. So it was pretty cool, and everyone was mad. Mostly females were mad because they had I was able to tell them what to do, and some females in the program think that it's better that males tell us what to do, because that's how life is right now. That's how we see it right now. So people are like, I'm not going to listen to her. She's a female. She's only, 16, 15, something like that? 15. They're like, she's only 15. Why am I going to listen to her? I'm 18, blah, 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 blah. It was just stupidity. Like, I don't care. Age does not matter. To me, it does not matter. Especially since I got to where I am because I worked hard. It's not my fault that you didn't try your best to become an officer. Like, that's not my problem. You still have to listen to me because that is the rules, and that's what you signed up for when you decided to join the program. So yeah, but I was gonna talk about mainly about, like, I guess after a while in the program I became like a rebel or whatever, and I'm not gonna listen to the rules. Like, you're not supposed to dye your hair and stuff like that. So I dyed my hair pink in uniform. You're not supposed to do that. It's only supposed to be brown, blonde, black, and just like natural colors. And so yeah. And I did it pink, but before I even wore my uniform, so I didn't wear it pink when I had it pink. When my color was fading away, instead of it fading like an ugly color, it started turning maroon. So I actually have a picture, and I'm going to attach it to my blog post. I had maroon hair and in uniform, and that was just like one of the stunts that I did. And that's where all of it started. That's where all of it started. Another thing that happened was that I was, what happened? Let me see. Oh, when I was at Victor, it was, Maya Thomas, my best friend. She was a first lieutenant, and I was a second lieutenant, and she was like I said, she was like kind of invisible. She didn't go to events, so nobody even knew she existed. So for them, it was me who was the first female lieutenant, but in reality, it was her. But she didn't go to any events, so nobody knew about her or of her or anything like that. So yeah, so like when I was at Victor, I was just like, who the hell is she? Yeah. Anyways, and then there was Chad, who was a captain. Yeah. A whole different story with him. But, and then, so it was us 3 officers at Victor, and, after, Chad and Maya graduated, it was just me, and I took over the battalion, which everyone hated because they hated me at Victor because, well, what happened was I walked in and I was a lieutenant, so everyone had to listen to me, and, well, someone new comes, like a new manager at a store, and they're like, the old manager left, so new manager has to take over, and they're like, well, I'm not going to listen to them. They've never been here. They just got here, you know? It was like that, so they're like, I'm not going to listen to her and stuff. And it didn't help that I was a female, so, at all, because this world is sexist. Really sexist. The military is sexist. In fact, it just became a law that females 18 through 26 have to sign up for the draft. So that's pretty cool, because that's just amazing, because as a female myself, I'm just like, well, it's not fair that it's not mandatory for us to do it. I mean, we could do it if we wanted to, but it's not mandatory. And then it's mandatory for males, but like, that doesn't make sense. Why does it have to be like a male thing to be in the military? Like, females are capable, like, yeah, okay, let's say a male can carry a 100-pound box, and people are like, no, it's okay, I'll carry it, and I'm like, who said I couldn't carry it? Like, especially at like bivouacs and stuff, when we're carrying our luggage and stuff, not luggage, or our bags, they're like, the males come in and they're like, I'll just take that from you, and I'm like, what? And then like after they take it from me, I'm like, I can have that back, I'm very capable of carrying it, and they're like, yeah, but you're a female, and I'm like, I don't care if I'm female, male, transgender, or dog, or whatever the hell. Who said I am not capable of doing the same thing a male can do? It gives me a headache. That's what it is. So yeah, let's see. So when I took over Victor, it was just kind of hard for me because I didn't really have friends at Victor. I was kind of lonely. Actually, I was really lonely. And I felt like I didn't fit in at all at Victor. It was just like everyone had their group. Everyone like belonged to a group. And I was just like, it's not because I was new. It was just because I don't really have a talent. I don't have a talent. I don't fit into cheerleaders. Like, I used to be a cheerleader, but I found out that's not something for me. I'm not into sports. I can't sing. I can't play an instrument. I don't belong with anyone at the school, so I was kind of like an outsider. Because like even the people in Cadet Corps, they had their own sport, their own thing, you know. And I didn't. I was an outcast. So, or a wildflower, yeah. Anywho, I left the Victor because I was getting bullied. And I actually have a post. Will also link to it, which is Jamie Lavoie. I was getting bullied by her, and so it was really tough for me. So I left, and I decided I wasn't gonna deal with it anymore because she threatened to kill me. The police didn't take it serious. A threat is a threat, especially if you're threatening to kill someone. But they didn't take it serious. I even had like messages to prove it. I had voicemails. I had everything to prove it, and to them it was nothing. So, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I'm just gonna make a new blog about that because I have pictures now. um, so I left Victor and I went to Options for Youth. And I was there for some time, like after a week, since I'm not gonna mention his name because that's kind of rude. But my teacher at Victor, the Cadet Corps teacher there, he's completely sexist. He anti-female, completely anti-female. Like, you could ask, you know what, one of these days I'm gonna bring my best friend Maya Thomas, and she's gonna talk about how sexist that teacher really is. But she's not gonna say a name. I'm not gonna say a name. But you viewers, you know who he is. You know his name. So yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, so I left Victor, and the day I left, you know what that teacher did? He begged this cadet. Oh, there was another cadet. I think it was Shelton, something like that. I don't know. He quit the program. He's like, I don't want to deal with this because I was in charge of him, so he had to listen to me. And males don't like to be told what to do by a female at all. Hands down, they don't. So he left the program. He's like, he wasn't going to deal with it. But when I left Victor, that teacher decided to beg on his knees for him to come back to the program because he did not have a leader, and I was like the only one left there. So he's like, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't care if she's gone now. You know what he did? He gave him a promotion. And you know what happened to me? I got a demotion. Really bad. I went from second lieutenant to a warrant officer 2, and he went from a second lieutenant to a captain. And that's second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, so he skipped 2 ranks and went up to captain. And that was an automatic promotion. And you know how hard it was for me to be at passing review watching him get promoted while I sat in the back being demoted? It was just the hardest thing I had to do. And it was just, it really sucked. It really sucked to watch him get promoted. And it just, like, my mom argued. She to this day, she still argues about this because she's like, my daughter earned that rank and you took it away for her just to give it to someone else who didn't even deserve it, who quit the program because a female was in charge. Just, so annoying. Okay, that was the first time. Then, like I mentioned, I got kicked out of Riverside Prep. When I came to Victor, the day I came there, I had bad news. My teacher told me, well, you're being kicked out of state staff, which is the 10th Brigade, who's in charge of all the California Cadet Corps, who's all across California, all the schools. And I got kicked out of the state staff because I got kicked out of school, which wasn't even my fault. To this day, I know in my heart it was not my fault. But, yeah, I was kicked out from state staff. And then shortly after being kicked out of state staff, I was kicked out of battalion staff because I was not fit to be on staff. I was not fit to be a leader to anyone, apparently. So, yeah. And then a week after being at Victor, and I got demoted. And you know how long I was a warrant officer 2? I was a warrant officer 2 for 3 years. It wasn't until this year, like about 2 months ago, 1 month ago, I don't know, 2 months ago, I think, that I got promoted. And it wasn't because like they thought that I needed it or I deserved it, but it was because my teacher said, you know what, she deserves this, that, you know, she did this, she did this, she did that. And he really fought for me. Like, there is no teacher like him. Like, he needs to win like some kind of award, like best teacher award. And he fought just as hard as my mom fought for me. And it was just so distraught for me because they took away everything from me. Everything. And they even try to take away cords and ribbons. They're like, you know what, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that. And I'm like, you can't take it away. Something about ribbons and cords, it's permanent. Well, some cords aren't permanent, but ribbons are permanent. It's because I did the service, I earned it, and they can't take that away. But they even try. They try to take everything. They try to bring me down, but you know what? I got up. I got stronger. And first lieutenant now. First lieutenant. I didn't even have to do the second lieutenant board. I went from Warrant Officer 2 to first lieutenant. And that was not just because it was given, it was because it was earned. It was so hard. It's been such a hard time. So yeah. So that's that. What else is there about that? I mean, there's like many more. Like they always. Oh, one more thing. Because of this blog and my blog post about me saying I hate females, they threatened to demote me, and because of that, I was going for my captain board, and because I said I hated females, they decided not to put me through my captain board. Not only that, but I was denied to go to summer camp. I was not able to go to summer camp because they're like, nope, Landon, nope. I mean, obviously they didn't say that, but I did sign up for it, but I never got a call back. And from what I hear is that nobody else got denied to go to summer camp, so it's pretty sad. So if you hear a bunch of booms, there's like a ton of fireworks going off like it's 4th of July. It's freaking 25th of June. Like, chillax. Anywho, so yeah, I was like denied to go to summer camp. I wasn't able to go through my captain board. And you know what? I had to watch at my pass and review. I had to watch not one, but 5 of the people that I taught myself when they were in 6th grade and I was in 8th grade and I was the first sergeant and they were in my class and they had to listen to me. I taught them all. I had to watch all of them get promoted. And you know what? I have to listen to them. They just got promoted. They're like 10. Okay, maybe they're not 10. They're like 16, 17. They're not even 18 yet. And I have to listen to them. And now I kind of get the feeling of how people felt when I was 16 and a lieutenant. But, like, I get it now. It kind of sucks. It sucks really bad. It just sucks to me because I was going for my captain and I was denied it. So that's that. I will stop right here with this Cadet Corps blog or whatever. And in a few minutes I will be back and I will be talking about other things, so to be continued.